Hello, everybody! Welcome to Chase Field and welcome to my Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise here on MLB The Show 24. I'm finally going to get it going here. It's taking a little bit longer than I wanted, but now we are at Game 1. We're just going to jump right into it. I had a few teams I was considering leading up to this series, but I think that ultimately the Colorado Rockies were the best choice to go with. In these rebuild franchises, you want a challenge, and I think that's exactly what we're going to get here. We have a few players under big contracts, such as Kris Bryant, and certainly his contract is going to be one that is going to hinder us over the next 4 years or so. Other than that, the Colorado Rockies ranked 29th in overall in the MLB coming into this season, and I'm in present day, as you can see as well, as we're about a few weeks into the MLB regular season in present day. They haven't been doing too well either. Here we see projected record, 68 and 94, and that's probably going to be, bottom 5 in the MLB at least. Nolan Jones expected to lead pretty much every offensive category for us. He had a huge season with the Rockies last year after being traded from Cleveland. Brendan Rodgers, expected WAR leader there at 3.0, and he's someone the Rockies really want to get going here, as we have one more year of arbitration for the second baseman. Zac Gallen is going to take the mound for the defending NL champion Arizona Diamondbacks, and he's certainly an ace, something the Colorado Rockies are without, especially with the injury to Germán Marquez. And there we see the numbers for Zac Gallen, over 200 innings pitched, a 17-9 record, very good ERA and even better whip, strikeouts more than 1 per inning, and about a 5-to-1 strikeout to walk rate. Very good numbers here for one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. Leading off for us in the series will be none other than Charlie Blackmon, second in Colorado Rockies history in games played and hits. And right off the bat, we're going to get a base hit up the middle. Good approach there by Charlie Blackmon, as he took that knuckle curve right back where it came from. And Blackmon, 37 years old now, perhaps his last season as a Colorado Rocky, maybe someone we move at the deadline, as we don't expect to be competitive whatsoever this season. Now here's Kris Bryant looking to put together a complete season here for Colorado. Swing and a miss on that low changeup. Bryant fouls off a 1-2. Now we'll do it again here. And he does give that a ride out to left field, but Lourdes Gurriel will settle under and make the grab for the first out of the inning. And there you see the Colorado Rockies starting lineup. I didn't do too much of my own. I didn't put too much of my own touch on this team. I basically went with what they brought out opening day, and we're just going to ride with that and see how it goes, and then we'll make adjustments when the time is needed. Now Nolan Jones up for his first at-bat of the season, one of the cornerstones here in this rebuild franchise. Swing and a miss on that high cheese. 0-1 count now. Jones looks at two balls, so now a 2-1 count to the Rockies' number 3 hitter. And he swings at that one, another fly ball out there to left field, and Gurriel will collect that one as well. Now 2 away for the Diamondbacks, as Brendan Rodgers steps up to the plate for Colorado. Runner on first in this top of the first, in the first inning of this series. Rodgers' first pitch swinging, and he sends that one foul. Now the 0-1. Rodgers swinging again, and another foul ball, a quick 0-2 count. The 0-2. And Rodgers will give that a ride out to left field. And Gurriel dives for that one, can't make the play, and Charlie Blackmon will head to third. So that'll go for a base hit for Brendan Rodgers. And now runners on the corners here for Colorado. Now with runners on the corners, Ryan McMahon will come up to bat. Looks at a first pitch ball, and he's someone under contract for the next 3 or 4 years. Definitely a better contract, though, than Kris Bryant. That one's pretty rough. I think $26 million for 5 years remaining. Now that fastball clips the inside part of the plate. 1-1 to Ryan McMahon. So changeup misses low. McMahon chases a high fastball. Now 2-2 count here in the top of the first. And McMahon fouls off that fastball. We'll do another 2-2. And McMahon is swinging a miss on that changeup. Gallen will get out of the inning. And he's all fired up. Good inning of work there by Gallen despite those 2 base hits. Good way to get out of it without surrendering a run. And now we'll get our first look at this Colorado Rockies defense and pitching staff. Kyle Freeland will get the nod here on opening day. 6-14 last season, an ERA over 5, but he's been in Colorado for a while now, and with German Marquez on the IL for the next few months, he's going to get the opening day start here. Geraldo Perdomo leading it off for the Diamondbacks. Freeland's first pitch there, and that just catches the bottom part of the plate. A nice strike one on a nice slider. I am playing with just pinpoint pitching just to make it a little more overall driven here. And Perdomo with a base hit there. That just gets in on the line. Charlie Blackmon couldn't quite get there, and Perdomo leadoff single for Arizona. So now a runner on first, and Jace Peterson up to bat for the Diamondbacks. First pitch sinker gets in there for Freeland. 0-1 now. Peterson knocks that one foul. And now an 0-2 count to the two-hole hitter here for the Diamondbacks. He rips that to second, and Rogers is a good play there to catch that one for the first out of the inning. There's the lineup for the Diamondbacks. Marte and Carroll, 3 and 4 hitters, very strong there. Christian Walker down there in the lineup. Eugenio Suarez provides some pop down there as well. I don't know if we can really expect Arizona to repeat as NL champs, but certainly not an easy divisional opponent. Now Ketel Marte up. And he's going to get a base hit down the left field line. I'm still getting used to this fielding. Usually I use the meter, and I'm not sure what that indicator thing is. So Ketel Marte a base hit, and now runs on first and second for the Diamondbacks. Corbin Carroll, the cleanup hitter, up to the plate. We got lefty versus lefty. And certainly not an easy player to double up. And he rips that out to right center. Doyle settles under. He'll make the catch. And now 2 away for the Rockies. That'll bring up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. looking to keep it going here in the bottom of the first. Now the 1-2. And Gurriel swings and misses at that high fastball. Kyle Freeland gets out of the inning. Each pitcher gives up 2 hits, but no scoring here through 1. Now to lead off the second, we'll have Elias Diaz, all-star catcher from last season. So we'll skip ahead in this at-bat. A 2-2 count now to Diaz. Fouls off that inside fastball and stays alive here. Swings at the low changeup to short. Perdomo fields, and that's an easy out. Diaz chasing the low ball there, and that's going to be a ground ball most of the time. Now Ezequiel Tovar up for the Rockies, someone who's kind of a building block here in this series for us. A young shortstop with a lot of potential. Looks at that first pitch changeup. Now 0-1. A quick 0-2 count to Tovar, swinging a miss on an inside fastball. And that knuckle curve, he was not ready for that. And Tovar goes down on 3 pitches. Zac Gallen's second strikeout so far. Now I'll bring up Eleuteris Montero, the designated hitter in this one. He's first pitch swinging. Sends that to second base. And that's going to be a ground out. The Rockies go down quick here, 1-2-3. And the Diamondbacks will come up to the plate. Grichuk, Walker, and Suarez in the bottom of the second. Here's Randal Grichuk now, 16 home runs, 44 RBIs last season. Freeland sets, he'll deliver. That's sent to third base for Ryan McMahon. He fields, fires to first, and a quick out here to start the second. Christian Walker now up, fresh off a 3,100 season. A 2-0 count now to Walker. And I am just going to keep kind of skipping ahead through at-bats and stuff. A ground ball here to Tovar. He fires to first. And Chris Bryant can't handle that throw. A low throw there from Tovar. And already, that's a throwing error in E6. And already the Rockies not playing good baseball. Just, it's a simple thing you got to kind of execute on. So a runner on first with 1 away. First pitch there chopped away by Suarez, foul. Now an 0-1. And as I was saying, I'm kind of just going to skip through at-bats. We're not probably going to look at every single at-bat. I don't need to bore you with some like ground outs and stuff, but to start off, I think we'll just look at every player's first at bat and then maybe skip ahead in the action a little bit more. I gotta get used to the format I'm gonna be using here in this MLB The Show franchise series. So now the 1-2 to Suarez, another foul, and that was a rip over 100 miles off the bat. Now evened up at 2, and Suarez gives that a ride out to right field. That'll be caught by Charlie Blackmon. Gabriel Moreno, Arizona catcher, who they expect to kind of take a step forward this year, batting in the 9-hole. His first at-bat of the season. And he'll give that a ride up to center. Nice base hit there for Moreno. So now runners on first and second, just like they had it last inning. Already 4 base hits the first time through the lineup for the Diamondbacks. Now Perdomo up, he started off with a single last inning. First pitch, he'll send that foul. Freeland misses with a couple. Now 2-1 count to Perdomo. That sinker is going to be called a strike out there on the bottom outside corner. Now 2-2 to Perdomo. That fastball high and up. That almost clipped Perdomo. He's not really happy about that one. So now a full count. The runners will be in motion here. Big pitch here for Freeland. And that'll be sent foul. Another 3-2 count. And Perdomo goes down looking on the changeup. I don't think he was really expecting a changeup there. Freeland hasn't thrown many of those, and still a 0-0 ball game heading into the 3rd inning. Brenton Doyle now up. 10 home runs last season. Really just on this team for his defensive prowess. First pitch swinging at that one, he'll send it foul. Doyle is swinging a miss on that changeup. Now 0-2 for the reigning Gold Glove Award winner. And a swing and a miss on that changeup. Gallen's starting to expose us a little bit here. You know, you don't really expect much from a 30 contact. I think it was like 30 contact, maybe 30 power, something in that range. So Doyle, we don't really expect much from him offensively, but defensively in center field, you love to have that kind of defensive ability. Now Charlie Blackmon back up after a base hit to start the season. He sends that to second base. That's fielded by Jace Peterson, and a ground out there for Charlie Blackmon. Chris Bryant now up for the Rockies, looking to improve this year and kind of play up to that contract he signed. Now 0-2 to Chris Bryant. Fouls off that fastball, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss on that slider. I thought we were going to be on that one, but just Zac Gallen really coming to form here and showing us why he's considered one of the best. Now Jace Peterson back up for the Diamondbacks. Does he really bat second in the lineup for them, or is this just MLB The Show doing some wacky stuff? He sends that up to center field for another base hit for the Diamondbacks. Freeland surrendering a lot of hits already. I think that's number 5. And hopefully we can induce a double play here. Now Ketel Marte up. One of the best pure hitters there in the NL West. Sinker gets in there for a strike, now 0-1. Now a 1-2 count here to Ketel Marte. He'll send that slider to short. Tovar to second. Rogers to first. And we do finally get a double play here. Freeland primarily a ground ball pitcher. That's something we like to see. I mean, Tovar and Rogers could realistically be our middle infield for the foreseeable future. We do have one more season of arbitration for Rogers, so if he plays well this year, we'll bring him back and then maybe sign him long term. After the 0-2 count, Carroll able to work the count full now. Let's see how this goes. Chops that changeup foul, and we'll do it again here. The 3-2 to Carroll. And that misses inside. Corbin Carroll draws a walk. Now that'll bring up Lourdes Gurriel, who struck out in the first, straining 2 runners on base. Corbin Carroll with that 98 speed, 98 steal rating. Obviously always a threat to snag one. First pitch fastball misses inside. So 2-1 to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And he'll hammer that one to left field right to Nolan Jones. And Colorado gets out of the inning. So no scoring here in Arizona after 3 frames of play. Leading us off here in the top of the 4th, we have Nolan Jones. And as I said earlier, probably our most pivotal building block we have in this series right now. A changeup misses away, so now 1-1. And Jones will ground that to second base. Jace Peterson very active so far as he gets the out. Now to bring up Brendan Rodgers, 1 for 1 so far to start this season. So now the 0-1 after a foul ball. Rodgers swinging a miss on that fastball, and he's actually the last Colorado Rocky to record a hit in this one. Fouls off another fastball, and we'll do another 0-2 here. Rodgers battling in this at-bat, works a 2-2 count now, the 7th pitch. And he'll foul off another. I think that's his 3rd or 4th foul of this at-bat. Now the 8th pitch coming up. And he'll send and give that one a ride out to right. But Randall Grichuk will settle under and make the catch. Ryan McMahon now up for the Rockies, looking for a base hit here. And he does get that. He'll give that one a little ground out to center, picked up by Carroll. And Ryan McMahon, his first base hit of the season. So prior to that point, Gallen had just set down 9 in a row. Now Elias Diaz looking to keep it going here in the top of the 4th. Gallen missed with a high fastball. Now 1-2 count. And he gets Diaz looking there, paints the corner. And Diaz goes down looking. Gallen gets out of it. Gets out of another inning pretty masterfully here. Only 3 hits surrendered so far for Zac Gallen. Diamondbacks set to come up now in the bottom of the 4th. Now 1-1 to Grichuk. A sinker misses low. And Grichuk, a nice base hit up the middle. I think pretty much every hitter so far now for the Diamondbacks have recorded a base hit. But still no runs, as Freeland's been able to work with runners on base. So we'll just skip ahead a little bit. Now 2 outs. Eugenio Suarez flew out, so now Gabriel Moreno up to bat. Two away here in the 4th inning for Arizona. Freeland able to kind of keep advantage here in these pitchers' counts. And Moreno gives that a ride to short. Tovar couldn't really pick that up on the ground. He was able to knock it down at least from going into the outfield, but a base hit there for Gabriel Moreno. That's a play we kind of want Tovar to be able to make. So now runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 away here for Geraldo Perdomo. Fastball right over the plate, and luckily that just went foul. Freeland just an 88-mile-per-hour meatball right over the plate. He does not have the velocity. That curveball goes past Diaz, and runners will now advance. Now runners on 2nd and 3rd here for the Diamondbacks. A swing and a miss on that sinker. Perdomo would have been on 1st. That was very low. Now a full count here. That changeup right over the plate fouled off. We'll do it again here. Another pitch right over the plate fouled off. Perdomo's getting a lot of favorable pitches here and just not doing anything with them. And that one he sends foul as well. So that's the 8th or 9th pitch so far in this at-bat. We'll do it again. Another foul. I don't know if this one's going to end. Now the 10th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Another foul. Oh my goodness, we're just in a loop. We gotta see this one through though. Another full count delivery. And we did go with the slider there just to try something different, but Perdomo was not biting on that. So I'll bring up Jace Peterson now with the bases juiced here in the bottom of the 4th. And that sinker, a generous call there for Freeland. Now an 0-1 count here. He fouls that one off. And now an 0-2 count. Freeland looking to work out of a jam. And Peterson to shortstop. And an easy play there for Tovar, who pitches to Rodgers. And 6 hits allowed so far for Freeland. But nothing to show for it for the Diamondbacks. And here's Ezequiel Tovar. went down on 3 pitches earlier in the game. A 1-1 count here to Tovar, as he fouls that one off. So now a 1-2 count. Tovar looking to avoid another strikeout. And he's swinging a miss on that inside changeup. Zac Gallen just in the zone so far. Already 6 Ks for him. Now 2 quick strikes here to Elehuris Montero. And luckily he holds off on that outside cutter. So now 1-2. And he rips that hanging curveball out to right. Grichuk giving chase, and he'll catch. I'm sorry, that's Carroll in right field today. Carroll catches up to that one. I thought Montero was going to have a nice double there. Now I'll bring up Brenton Doyle, one of the earlier strikeout victims of Zac Gallen. And that fastball does get in there, so now 1-2 to the Colorado center fielder. And his swing and a miss on that changeup. We just really can't touch Zac Gallen right now. So Ketel Marte will lead off for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 5th. And I think it might be time to get someone going in the bullpen. And here's a first look at our bullpen. Nothing at all to write home about. But Freeland already at 76 pitches. He's allowing a lot of hits. And I feel like this might be the inning he has a chance of imploding. Now we'll skip ahead in this at-bat. A 2-2 count here to Ketel Marte after he's fouled off a couple. Really battling in this one. And then he'll give this one a ride out to right center into the gap. That's going to get all the way out to the wall. Brenton Doyle giving chase. Marte headed for second. And Marte will get in there with the leadoff double. As I said, I think this might be the inning. Freeland kind of gives it up. And Marte worked a nice at-bat there and got a good result with a leadoff double. Arizona, maybe their best opportunity here with no away and a runner in scoring position. That'll now bring up Corbin Carroll. And he'll slap that into left field. So now runners on the corners here as Marte stays at third. And we are going to go for a mound visit here just to kind of keep Freeland a little composed, get our guys a little bit more warm out there in the bullpen. And we'll see if Freeland can get an out here. This might be the last batter he faces. That sinker gets in there in a bad spot, but a strike nonetheless. Now the 0-1 to Gurriel. That gets in there, 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And Gurriel slaps that right inside the line. Terrible 0-2 pitch there from Freeland. Corbin Carroll will route third. He's going to score as well. And the Diamondbacks take a 2-0 lead here. So with that, we're going to call on Pete Lambert here. Freeland just couldn't... I mean, he wasn't bad. He just allowed a lot of hits. He was able to navigate out of trouble, but, you know, he only gave us 4 innings here. And definitely not a quality start. So our starting pitching, certainly not a strong point of this team. I don't really know if we have one. And here's Peter Lambert to try and stop the bleeding here and get us out of this inning. Grichuk another foul ball on that slider. And a 1-2 count here. And he gives that a nice shot out to left field. Nolan Jones gives chase. And he'll settle under to make the catch. The runner will tag though, heads for third. And they get him out at third base. Gurriel Jr. a little aggressive there. And Nolan Jones off the relay throw to Tovar. And they get him. A little aggressive there by the Diamondbacks. I mean, that is like a tough play for Jones, running and catching up to that one. And just perfectly executed cutoff play as McMahon gets the tag and they get Gurriel. So nice double play there. Not how you draw it up, but we'll take it nonetheless. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Now a 2-2 count here to Christian Walker. And a swing and a miss on the curveball. And good work here by Lambert to come out and induce a double play. And then he gets the strikeout. Although the Diamondbacks, they do strike and they score 2. Now up 2-0 heading into the 6th. Charlie Blackmon will lead us off here in the top of the 6th, looking to get something going. And he fouls off that first pitch fastball. And as it's been most of this game, a quick 0-2 count here for Zac Gallen. Blackmon does give that a ride up to left. He slaps it pretty good, giving chases Gurriel, and that's going to bounce over the wall for an automatic double. The first extra base hit here in this series. And of course, it comes off the bat of Charlie Blackmon. Good piece of hitting, taking that the other way on that 0-2 count. The Rockies now a runner in scoring position with no men out here in the 6th. Kris Bryant now up to the plate. He fouls off that first pitch fastball. Now 1-1 count here to Kris Bryant. And they're going to call that fastball a strike. I thought that didn't even register in my mind for a second. They called that a strike. I had no... Wow. And there you see it. If you see the green number 3 there. Not even really touching the plate at all. So 1-2 count here. And Bryant's going to pop that one up to short. That's going to be an easy play here for Perdomo as he collects the out there. Now 1 away here in the 6th. So Jones comes up and works a full count here. Let's see who wins this battle. And that fastball just misses inside. So now 2 runners on for Colorado. The first walk surrendered by Gallen here in this one. And that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. Let's see if he can get something going here for the Rockies with 2 men on. He's first pitch swinging, a ground ball for first. Christian Walker to Perdomo, back to first. And just like that, Zac Gallen out of the inning. A 3-6-3 double play. Perfectly executed there by Arizona. And Colorado had some life, but just like that, they squash it. Still up 2-0 here for Arizona heading into the bottom of the 6th. Now Peter Lambert's still out there for the Rockies after a good inning of work. His first appearance in this season. Eugenio Suarez slaps that back into center. And another base hit here for the Diamondbacks. No home runs, but they do have 10 hits. I think only 1 or 2 of those for extra bases. Now the 1-2. Another one in the dirt. Blocked by Diaz. They'll send the runner. Throw is offline. And he gets in there. Eugenio Suarez able to get second on that wild pitch. So that wipes out the double play possibility. And then strike 3. Lambert gets Moreno looking on the inside fastball. Good placement there. Now the lineup turns back over here for Arizona. Geraldo Perdomo up to the plate. He sends that slider foul. And then Perdomo gives that one a ride out to right field. Blackmon giving chase in foul territory. He'll catch that one, and they will not send the runner. It's now 2 away here. Lambert maneuvering pretty well after a runner on second with no away. And now a favorable count here for Peter Lambert, 0-2 to Peterson. And a swing and a miss on that changeup. Peter Lambert looking very good out of the pen here so far. Rockies still down 2, though. We need to get something going here. Just 9 outs left. Ryan McMahon will get us going here in the top of the 7th. Zac Gallen still on the mound, pitching very, very well here on opening day. A first pitch was fouled off, and then McMahon looked at one low and away. 1-1 count here. And another base hit for McMahon that just gets over the head of Christian Walker, who had his hand up trying to catch that one. A leadoff hit here for the Rockies. And let's see if we can finally plate one. Diaz 0 for 2 in this one with a 2-0 count here. And they're going to call that one a strike. Another similar one we saw earlier off the plate, but a generous pitcher's call there. 2-1 now. And Diaz will give that one a ride. Center fielder there giving chase, and he does catch up to that one. I don't know why they have Grichuk in center and Carroll in right. Is that usually how it is for Diamondbacks? Am I just that far behind on D-backs baseball? So a good hit there by Diaz, but that'll bring up Ezequiel Tovar. A pair of strikeouts here in this one. Gallen's control kind of diminishing here. A 2-0 count here to Tovar. And that cutter misses high. And a quick 3-0 count. Definitely not swinging here. Not with Tovar. I feel like that's just a ground ball. Double play waiting to happen. Gallen does get that 3-0 pitch in there. Now 3-1 to Tovar. And Tovar, a ground ball to third. Suarez to second. Peterson to first. And another double play here for Zac Gallen. Well, I think I might have jinxed myself. Gallen, another double play. 7 strong innings here for the Arizona ace. Ketel Marte now up 2 for 3. A double, a single. Halfway to the cycle. Peter Lambert's still on for the Rockies. The 0-1 to Marte. A hanging slider he looks at. And now a quick 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss on that changeup. Uncharacteristic chase there by Marte. And Lambert looking very, very good so far out of the pen. Corbin Carroll now up. Carroll working well in this at-bat. Draws it now to 3-1. Definitely not someone you want to walk. And that changeup just gets in there now. Full count here. Lambert sets and delivers. And that misses in the dirt. A slurve on that full count. And Carroll will take first. And maybe he'll take second. The steal is definitely in play here with 1 out. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. up with both RBIs for the Diamondbacks in this one so far. So Gurriel Jr. flies out to center field. So now 2 away here. Randall Grichuk, a base hit back in the 4th inning. So Corbin Carroll does steal second base. And now Randall Grichuk up in a 2-0 count. That fastball gets in there, now 2-1. Pitch, Grichuk grounds that to third. McMahon over to first. And that's going to be the end of that here in the 7th. Now Colorado only 6 outs to work with, and we need a couple runs. So Arizona does leave Zac Gallen out here to start the 8th. And Martero, a perfect swing there. He gets on with a leadoff single. I mean, I think we've got the leadoff man on in the last 3 innings, but it just hasn't amounted to anything with 2 double plays here. And now they will go to the pen. A tremendous performance here by Zac Gallen. Induced 2 or 3 double plays, 7 or 8 strikeouts, and almost reached the 100 pitch mark. That's a true ace right there. And hopefully it gets a little easier here as we head into the Arizona bullpen. The Diamondbacks are going to call out Paul Sewald. 60 good innings of work last season. A very good setup man, 7th, 8th inning type guy. And we are going to throw Michael Toglia out there as a pinch runner. I mean, really not much speed on the bench here for Colorado. And Brenton Doyle now up. Now 1-0 count here to Doyle. And that fastball misses as that evens it up here. And Doyle will drop down the bunt. Sewald fields. And he just gets Doyle there. Not the prettiest bunt. But at least it does advance the runner. You know, Doyle, he does not have a good bat at all. So I would consider that productive for our number 9 hitter. And now that I bring up Charlie Blackmon, a couple of hits here in this one, a double and a single. Michael Toglia on second here with 1 away. An 0-1 count here after a swing and a miss on a fastball. And Blackmon gives that a ride. And that's gone. Charlie Blackmon ties it up with 1 swing into the bat here. A 439-foot bomb for the Colorado Rockies veteran, the leader of this team. And now 3 hits here on this opening day for Charlie Blackmon. We have a whole new ball game here in Arizona. What a rip that was. Paul Sewald not greeted well out of the pen. And Blackmon, let's go. I honestly thought we were going to get shut out in this game. Our first home run of the series off the bat of none other than Charlie Blackmon. Now Chris Bryant up. First pitch swinging as he fouls off that fastball. A 1-1 count here for Chris Bryant. As he grounds that to short, fielded by Perdomo. And he fires first. That's going to draw Walker off the bag. And now Arizona a little rattled here. Both teams now with an E6 throwing errors. And the Rockies a man on first now, 1 away. And we have the momentum, it seems. Let's see where Perdomo misfired. Just that was away from the bag. And Walker, yeah, he couldn't hold his position. And now Chris Bryant on first with Nolan Jones up to the plate. Nolan Jones flies out to left field. So now 2 away here. In the top of the 8th, Brendan Rodgers up for the Rockies. First pitch, he slaps that out to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. He's going to head for second. And that runners on second and third here for the Rockies. The second hit for Brendan Rodgers. And the Rockies now threatening to take the lead here. Good piece of hitting. I wasn't sure if that was going to land in fair territory or not. But wow, just by inches there. Let's take another look at that one. That's awesome. What a good shot there. And they're going to intentional walk Ryan McMahon here. And that'll send up Elias Diaz here with the bases loaded and 2 away. Arizona goes back to the bullpen now. Scott McGough will take to the mound looking to get out of this jam. Here's Elias Diaz 0 for 3 in this game, looking to deliver here in a clutch spot. A quick 0-1 count, swing and a miss on a splitter. And he grounds that, and it's diving stop there by Jace Peterson, and I thought that was going to reach the outfield. A very good defensive play there by Peterson as he saves a run, and he saves this tie game here. The Diamondbacks looking to answer now in the bottom of the 8th inning. And I will go back to the bullpen here. A very good job by Peter Lambert, but he's already almost at 40 pitches. So we'll go to the bullpen and see if Tyler Kinley can preserve this tie game and maybe we get a lead here in the next half inning. Christian Walker will lead it off for the Diamondbacks as he faces an early 0-1 count. He'll fly that out to left. Nolan Jones giving chase. And he'll collect that one on the track. 1 away here in the 8th for Colorado. Eugenio Suarez now up 1 for 3 in this game. And a nice base hit out there to center field. That was a hard hit off the bat. 114 miles per hour. And now a 2-2 count here in a 2-2 game. Gabriel Moreno 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He grounds that to second. A diving stop there by Rodgers. And he does get the out at first. Good discipline there by Rodgers not to try and force the issue for second. But a great defensive play as he does get the 1 out at first. Now Geraldo Perdomo looking to keep this going for the Diamondbacks. A 1-0 count. Fouls off that fastball. Now all knotted up at 1. A fastball in the dirt. Blocked by Diaz. They're going to send the runner. And he's in there. I thought he might have been out, but heads up base running by Suarez. And there's just a bunch of wild pitches in this game. So now a runner on third here. 2-1 count for Perdomo. A base hit. And they take the lead. And a good snag there right at Brendan Rodgers. It was hit hard off the bat. But luckily for us, it was hit right at Brendan Rodgers. And still 2-2 game now as we head into the 9th inning. A 1-1 count now to Ezekiel Tovar leading off in the 9th. Still looking for his first base hit of the game. Swing and a miss on that fastball. And now a 1-2 count here for Scott McGough. And a swing and a miss by Tovar. His 3rd strikeout of the game. Throws the bat, and you don't like to really see that type of body language. A nice strikeout there for the Arizona reliever. And now Michael Toglia up for his first at-bat of the season after coming on as a pinch runner for Montero. He looks at a first pitch ball. 163 batting average last season, and you definitely want to see that improve here. And Toglia puts that the other way. He rounds first, heads for second. And Michael Toglia in his first at-bat off the bench, he's on base with a double. Nice piece of hitting here for Michael Toglia, a switch hitter. Probably just going to be primarily a first baseman, can fill in the outfield. But he'll just be a rotational player for us so far in this first season. Love to see that. Now Brenton Doyle a chance with a runner in scoring position. He fouls that one off. Christian Walker giving chase, but he won't catch up to that. Now an 0-2 count here for Brenton Doyle. He looks at that slider away. Maybe we should have pinch hit in this situation, but we really don't have much better options here than Brenton Doyle. Might as well keep his defense out there. Now that slider misses an even 2-2 count here. That misses low, and Brenton Doyle, a good job here from the number 9 hitter, draws a full count. Charlie Blackmon on deck in pursuit of the cycle. And Doyle swinging a miss on that slider. Good deception there. We were thinking fastball all the way. Scott Magoo navigating pretty well after that double by Tolia. And here we go. Charlie Blackmon will take a look at the last inning, that 2-run blast to tie this game. And I could watch that swing all day. And now we'll see if Blackmon has any heroics left in the tank here on this opening day. Maybe his last opening day as a member of the Colorado Rockies. A triple away from the cycle, and that would drive in the go-ahead run. The 0-2. Look at that right out to the left. I don't think that's going to drop. And it does not, as Lourdes Gurriel Jr. just catches up to that one. So we'll head into the bottom of the ninth here. A tied 2-2 game. And now here in the bottom of the ninth, we will go back to the bullpen. Jalen Beeks, the southpaw, here to set to face a couple lefties in this inning, starting here with Jace Peterson. 0-1 count here for Jalen Beeks on Jace Peterson. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. And Beeks definitely has the most velocity of any pitcher Colorado has put out there so far in this game. The 0-2, as that misses away. Good 0-2 pitch there. You don't want to put anything really over the heart of the plate. That fastball misses high, as Peterson works a full count here to open this inning. Definitely don't want to walk the leadoff man. Put the game-winning run on base. He grounds that one to first, and that's going to be foul. And we'll do it again here. And that's inside. So now they'll bring up Ketel Marte after Jalen Beeks comes out of the pen and issues a walk. Marte already 2 for 4 in this one. Pretty good speed on first for Arizona. And Marte forces a 3-0 count here. Beeks just not any control. He does get that fastball in there. And it's not looking good out of the pen for Beeks. Ground ball there to short. Tovar can't collect that one. Does knock it down, throw to first, and Marte is safe by plenty of steps. So a walk and then a base hit here for the D-backs. And a winning run already in scoring position with no men out here. And now that'll bring up Corbin Carroll, one of the best young players in baseball. He fouls off that first pitch fastball. Now 1-1 count here for Carroll. And he chops that one into right field. Charlie Blackmon will fire in. And the play at the plate and the Diamondbacks win. That throw just off kilter, as Diaz couldn't get the tag over in time. A walk-off win here on opening day for Corbin Carroll and the Diamondbacks, as they defeat our Colorado Rockies 3-2. We couldn't really get much going against Zac Gallen, but once we got into the pen, we got some runs on the board. And I don't think you could really be mad about this opening day performance. The Diamondbacks, coming off a World Series appearance, a much better team than we are, but we still competed, and we battled down to the very last pitch. Arizona starts 1-0, but our Colorado Rockies will fall to 0-1 here to start the season, as we do have a lot of work to do in this rebuild. So that'll do it here from Chase Field. And to close this episode, we will just simulate the rest of this series. So as I mentioned, we are going to go ahead and just simulate the rest of this series to close this episode. I guess we'll just do a quick manage game for now. And then we'll probably just simulate the rest to close this episode. So we have Cal Quantrill on the mound. His first season as a Colorado Rocky going up against Jordan Montgomery. And we will just stick with the same lineup. Charlie Blackmon leads off. Chris Bryant, a base hit there. Nolan Jones and Brendan Rodgers do not record any hits. Now in the bottom of the first, Ketel Marte gets a single, but nothing else there for the Diamondbacks. A strikeout for McMahon, and then Elias Diaz reaches on an error. Tovar, his first base hit, as I runs on first and second for Montero. And an RBI double there for Montero. And I'll bring up Brenton Doyle, the number 9 hitter. He grounds out, and so does Charlie Blackmon. So a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second for Colorado. A 1-2-3 inning there for Quantrill. And the Rockies go down. Montgomery strikes out the side. Alec Thomas, a base hit to lead off the inning. He steals a base. Corbin Carroll fly out, so runner on second with 2 away. And Quantrill gets to fly out. Now top of the fourth, Elias Diaz reaches base again, this time with a base hit. Tovar strikes out, and Montero grounds out. A leadoff single for Ketel Marte. He steals a bag. And then Quantrill gets out of another inning with straining a runner on scoring position. Brenton Doyle grounds out to start the inning. Blackmon reaches on another error there for Arizona. A walk to Chris Bryant, so runners on first and second, top of the fifth for Nolan Jones. And he goes yard. Nolan Jones' first home run of the season, a 3-run blast. Colorado takes a 5-0 lead. And then back-to-back strikeouts there. Now the bottom of the fifth, Eugenio Suarez leads off. A 1-2-3 inning there for Quantrill. Great work on the mound so far for him. Arizona brings in Ryan Nelson. And he goes 1-2-3 in his first inning of work in this season. Corbin Carroll now, he works a walk to lead off the inning. And a double play there induced by Cal Quantrill. And then he gets Ketel Marte to line out. 6 great innings of work from Quantrill. A 1-2-3 inning there for Nelson. Now the bottom of the 7th inning. And another 1-2-3 inning for Quantrill. I'm amazed at how good he's pitching in this one. A double for Brendan Rodgers. And nothing happens after that. So bottom of the 8th, Quantrill's still out there. A fly out, a pop up. Gives up a single to Moreno. And let's even get Corbin Carroll. And Carroll does get a single, so maybe we'll just give him one more batter here in Perdomo. And he gets the strikeout. 8 clean innings so far for Cal Quantrill. And then the Rockies go down 1-2-3. So I don't want to push it too much with Quantrill. Only 2 strikeouts through 8 innings. That's crazy. Why not? We'll just give him one more batter. Or we'll go until he gives up a base runner. And there he goes. Gives up the leadoff single there to Marte. So we will go to the bullpen. Jock Peterson up a lefty. And Walker and Gurley. We don't really have a lefty. I mean, we had Beeks yesterday. And he kind of got rocked. So let's go with Justin Lawrence. He gives up a single, gets a strikeout. Fielder's choice. Now, Arizona down to their last out in this game. And Lawrence gets in and does the job. Cal Quantrill, 8 innings of shutout baseball. Only 7 base runners allowed. Only 2 strikeouts. I think that's like the best stat from his performance. So Colorado does get a win in their second game of the season. Now 1-1. And to close this episode, like I said, we'll just simulate these last 2. We do lose Game 3 of this series, 4-10. Blackmon had another home run, a triple for Ryan McMahon. Brenton Doyle, a couple hits. He had a double. And Nolan Jones, another couple hits and an RBI. Austin Gomer only went 5, gave up 4 runs. Anthony Molina came on in relief, gave up 5 runs in 2 1/3. And then Jalen Beeks, another bad performance for him, giving up a run in 2/3 of an inning. So now we'll try to even up the series here. 4 games set to open the season. Dakota Hudson on the mound against Eduardo Rodriguez. And we take that game 9-2. Blackmon does go 0 for 4. Chris Bryant, 3 for 5 with a double. Nolan Jones, 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies. So a very strong opening series for him. Rodgers goes 0 for 4. McMahon, 2 for 5. And then Tovar and Montero also with multi-hit games. Peter Lambert a save as he went 3 1/3, and he's been very strong out of the pen in his first two appearances. So next episode, I think we'll have a sim-heavy episode. Maybe we'll just kind of work our way through the rest of April and kind of maybe just jump into a few games, do a few quick manage games, maybe a player lock game with somebody. But other than that, I mean, I'm going to try and go through year 1 here kind of quick. I really want to get to the offseason, the draft, and kind of get the improvement on this team going on. Juan Soto already with 4 home runs in his first few games as a Yankee. So here in year 1, I think we're going to probably go heavy pace and just try to work our way through. We're not going to rush too much, but we're not going to play too many games here. We're going to try and put our own spin on this team and make some moves and improve this team. And I think we can maybe be a competitive team going into year 2. So thank you all for watching the first episode of this Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise. This is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Next episode, like I said, we'll kind of work our way deeper into this season, and I hope to see you back, and I hope you kind of tag along for this Rockies rebuild. So, as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.